Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video is about the psychology of body image. Have you ever looked into the mirror and felt unhappy about it? Maybe you felt too dark-skinned, too thin, or not muscular enough? You're not alone. This is called body image. Body image is the way we see, think, and feel about ourselves, and it often has nothing to do with the reality. You can be perfectly fine, but still, if your mind says you don't look good enough, you'll slowly start believing it. And why does this happen? Let's break this down. First of all, let's try to understand this question of how do we actually develop the perception of our looks. The self-discrepancy theory by Higgins explains that we compare ourselves in three ways: the actual self, the ideal self, and the ought self. Actual self is how we really look like, ideal self is how we wish to look like, and ought self is how we think the society wants us to look like. For an example, a girl with a dark skin tone might find herself unattractive because her ought self believes that people with lighter skin tone look more beautiful. The bigger the gap between these selves, the more dissatisfaction we feel. It can lead to low self-esteem, anxiety, and in worst cases, disorders like depression or eating disorders. But where does this gap come from? Here's where society, family, and social media come at play. Social comparison theory by Louis Festinger explains that we compare ourselves to others to evaluate ourselves. For an example, a girl watches an influencer with flawless skin and wonders, why does she have acne? Now, Indian families directly and indirectly shape body image. For an example, it is very common for some relatives to come up and say that, oh my god, you have gained so much of weight, you don't look good anymore. Bollywood and advertisements also glorify specific looks. For an example, certain beauty brands promoting their products by saying that by applying them, you'll start becoming more successful. What do these actually convey to our brain? That if you don't do this, you're not good enough. And that is a lie. Indian beauty standards are gradually changing, but they have been rigid for a very long period of time. But we always need to remember the truth that there is no single definition to beauty, and henceforth we don't need to fit ourselves into any beauty standards. Why? Because we define beauty.